think there are a couple of key challenges in the data space at the moment. Getting the right skills to be able to use our data effectively, to understand our data and make sure that people have the data that they need at the time that they need it to do their job. I think that we're progressing as a public service in investing in skills and making sure that we actually have the capacity and capability to ensure that we are using the data that we have well, that we're collecting the right information, and that we're using it effectively, ethically, and in order to achieve the public interest. At the moment, AMS's looking at a whole modernisation approach to make sure that we're effectively capturing the data that we need and using that data across the organisation, not recapturing data and making things really inefficient for our customers. So we're trying to make it more effective so that people have the information that they need to submit the information we need as a regulator to do our job, and to make sure that we streamline those processes and have the information available to make timely decisions and support our regulated community. I think that we're doing quite well at building the leadership that we need across the whole of government to ensure that we embed the data culture into every organisation, that we have the right priorities, that we understand the constraints within which we are working, and that we do the right things in the right ways. So I think that leadership is critical, and we're progressing really well as a federal public service to invest in that. I think some of the work that's been done on frameworks and guidance across the APS is really incredibly valuable. So they were all starting from some really known starting points. At AMSA, we are using machine learning models to try and predict risk so that we can effectively target our resources in the right place to have the best outcomes. But we do that in a supported way. It doesn't just run in the background by itself. This is something that is one source of information for our experienced and skilled staff to help them make the right decisions on where we invest. We learn best from one another's experiences, so we don't need to recreate the wheel. So collaborating and coming together is incredibly important so that we can learn what works, so that we can actually move forward really effectively and learn from each other's opportunities to share limited skills and resources, and we are faced with very common problems, and so coming together to understand the best approaches is really important.